Hello everybody and welcome to Level 5. I am of course your host, Level 5. Today we've got another quick discussion video and a topic that I want to bring up and discuss with you guys. Of course, let me know your comments about this down below. So, Pokemon is a huge franchise, gigantic. It started off, of course, in Japan, but of course is now worldwide, and we have all sorts of things from collectible trading cards, to video games, to TV series, to movies, to live action movies, to merchandise, to figurines, to plushies. The list is endless. It is one of the biggest franchises on the planet. I think it pretty much combats Disney. So when it comes to Pokemon, the main character in the cartoon was Ash, and he delved into all of the new regions that Pokemon could create for the games. We saw him in Alola, we saw him in Kanto, we saw him dive into all sorts of journeys, meet all sorts of Pokemon, the legendaries, the mysticals, and all sorts of stuff. His teams often changed throughout the seasons, and of course, when they wanted to end it, which of course every story does, they had to give Ash an ending. But today's video is not about Ash, it's about his companion on Ash's last several seasons. Journeys was what it was called, and it was separated into three, I believe. Journeys, Ultimate Journeys, and Master Journeys. Not possibly in that order. His companion was Go, a character created and designed to look like the avatars in Pokemon Go, the app. Which is fine, that's cool. And his character arc kind of mirrored what you do in Pokemon Go. Go, the character, wanted to capture one of every single Pokemon, and that included all the legendaries. And his set goal was to capture Mew. And not only that, but we did see him try to attempt to join a project called Project Mew, and this team was literally dedicated in capturing Mew. But not only that, they run into several legendary Pokemon at the same time too. Now, we did see throughout Journeys, Master Journeys, and Ultimate Journeys, we did see Go do several of these tasks when it comes to Project Mew. It was kind of like a trial run. We also run into Gary as well, which was odd. We also find out more about Go because his one-time childhood friend ends up joining too. Go ends up joining Project Mew. He does officially join. But this is where the issue lies. Now, Ash gets his own video because there's issues on Ash's ending as well. But Project Mew's whole goal is to capture Mew. Whether they want to preserve it or look after it or whatnot, that's a different matter. But it's also to document the other legendary Pokemon. And the funny thing is, throughout Go's trials, we do actually counter other legendary Pokemon. We have the likes of Groudon, Kyogre, and the Reggies. I mean, hell, Go even manages to capture a Suicune at one point. And that's the fantastic thing throughout Go's storyline, is we do actually see him capture a lot of different Pokemon. Whether it's in quick compilation form, where it's just quick shots of him capturing Pokemon, but there are general episodes where it's dedicated to him capturing Pokemon. But he also gets all different types of things. He gets different regional forms, he gets shinies and legendaries. He literally is a Pokemon trainer that us playing the games always want to do. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not so much into the shiny collecting. If I ever do run into one, by the way, I've never have, then sure, I'll try and get it, but I'm not dedicated to it. There are definitely people out there who are, and it is really cool. I have a buddy on TikTok called It's Me Ketsu, and he's actually redesigning all of the Pokemon shinies. Kind of little plug in there for you guys if you want to go check him out. He was recently on my podcast. So when it comes to Go, we saw him capture all these different types of Pokemon, which was different to Ash. Ash was always set out to be a Pokemon master, and his goal was the gym leaders, tackling all of the big top dogs, like all the leagues and all of the different teams that got in his way, he managed to defeat two. He always wanted to take down the top dogs like Leon, for example. And that's exactly what Ash did. But seeing a character sit there and dedicated to capturing all the Pokemon was refreshing. It was different. There weren't many teammates that Ash had with this sort of goal. Everyone had their own goals, which was great. Brock wanted to be a Pokemon breeder. Misty wanted to be the Water-type gym leader. We had a partner who was a chef. We had a partner who wanted to go into Pokemon, like Pokemon decorations. No, not decorations. What am I talking about? The Pokemon... No, the word has lost me today. Dawn. Whatever Dawn wanted to do. So we've had lots of different characters do different things, but this one character wanted to capture all the Pokemon, which as gamers, as kids, that's all we wanted to do. We wanted to get all the Pokemon, whether it's in shiny form, normal form, or what. And Go captures legendary Pokemon. He doesn't really use Suicune often, but we saw him capture Suicune, which Ash never really did with legendary Pokemon. So it was a nice change of pace. And not only that, throughout the journey seasons, we see Go travel throughout all the different types of regions, meet different types of people Ash has already met. He's met Dawn, the Alolan crew, or some of them at least. Lily even got her own little arc away from Alola, which was great. He met Brock, and it was a nice sort of like connection. He met other people. We also find new characters for him to meet. There's a character who's literally dedicated, I believe Ash met him beforehand, but he's dedicated to blue shiny Pokemon and blue Pokemon in general. Hence why Go ends up capturing a blue shiny Voltorb, which is absolutely awesome. But this is where the issue even grows more as I talk about it, because Go's story ends with Go not getting Mew, or Go even getting all the Pokemon. Now, don't get it wrong, getting all the Pokemon would be really hard to do in the series. But we end it with Go starting his journey with Project Mew. It's really strange. I don't know whether they had to rush the ending of Pokemon, the journey seasons. I don't know. And of course, we're now on Pokemon Horizons. New characters and all sorts. Fantastic. Love it. But what about Go? Now, as of recording this, I don't know much about the manga. I only found out this year that there's manga stories completely unrelated to anything to do with the TV shows and such, which is awesome. I can't wait to dive into them. But there's nothing for Go. And it's a shame because he was such a refreshing character. He was the newbie. He was the new kid. And not only that, but he was a stubborn brat when we first met him. He had such good character development and he learned a lot off Ash. I wouldn't say he was Ash's protege, but he was definitely Ash's equal in that sense. By the beginning of the Journey seasons, we were watching this kid just thinking Ash that he's a dumbass. But by the end, Go was thinking like Ash. He was battling and strategizing like Ash would. It's just a shame that Go never had an ending to as such. Go ends his storyline with us, with him joining Project Mew. And he needs to go off somewhere to, join Project Mew. I guess my issue is that Go will never see what happens with Go. I really wish they did a movie. Or maybe like a 5-episode special or something that gives us Ash, Team Rocket, and then Go in the future. Adults. What are they doing when they're adults? Maybe Grookey finally evolves. Things like this. It's just a shame. That's all. I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to analyze Go as a character. I think he's a really cool, fun character. I think he's lovable. I definitely think that he's one of the better partners that Ash has had in recent years. But also, it was fun to see Go explore all these new regions that we've already seen if you've watched it from the very first get-go. Now, I missed a couple of the shows as it went on, and it's because of Go meeting Kawaii and all the alot lot that after we were done with the Journey shows, me and my son dived into Pokemon Sun and Moon. I never really touched Sun and Moon, never played the games either, which is a shame because now I really want to. And I'm never going to be able to, unless they put it to Switch. I'm looking at you, Nintendo. Let me know what you guys think about Go as a character. Let me know what you guys think. Should they done more Go? Should they at least maybe not give Go his own series, but that would have been cool if Go got his own series. Maybe you guys could have dived in to a whole storyline. Like I said, give him a movie, give him a show. Show us Go later in life when he's an adult, his new Pokemon that he's captured. Things like that. But not only that, maybe give us a movie where he does finally capture Mew. Now, the films aren't canon, but this film would. Or give us like a mini-series. Shows are shorter nowadays. You know, give us a 10-episode cartoon with Go finally capturing Mew. That would have just been nice. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on Go. I really want to see what you guys think. Now, Ash and Team Rocket deserve their own videos. I have lots of different opinions on their endings in the Journeys shows that they presented. But yeah, that is it for this video. Now, just a quick little self-plug here. If you guys want to hear a alternative ending to Go, where his journey continues after the likes of Journeys, Ultimate Journeys, and Master Journeys, then I do have a series called Pokemon Time to Go. It's an audio drama based off Go. It's a fan-fictional audio drama, and it's on Tiger Tales, which is another one of my YouTube channels. And there on Tiger Tales, you can hear Go continue his story. It's only a couple chapters in, but so far Go has not got on mission with Project Mew just yet. He's waiting, so he does a favour for Professor Cersei and has to go to the Alolan region to talk to Professor Oak. The Samuel Oak? No, that's normal Professor Oak, right? Anyway, the Principal Oak, not Professor Oak, Principal Oak, and Principal Oak gives him an egg. But between what I just said, there's a whole set of battles, and Go gets his Z move, because that's something else Go never got. He never got any of the gimmicks. He Gigantamaxed one Pokemon once, but that was because it was a fluke, not because of his actual ability to Gigantamax. He can't Gigantamax, he can't Z-move, and he can't Mega Evolve. So I wanted to give Go the chance to capture more Pokemon, more Shinies, get more of the legendary Pokemon, and stuff like this. And maybe finally capture Mew. Now, of course, this is coming from my own head, and this is a fan fiction story, but I did just want to kind of give Go somewhat of an ending. So if that sounds appealing to you, go check out Tiger Tales and make sure you check out Time to Go. I'll link the first chapter down below. Now, this is a fanfictional audio drama, which means it's not a full-blown video like this, but you guys will better hear the story. So make sure you go check that out if you want to see more of Go. Now, that being said, of course, I shall leave you here. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you guys don't miss another video. We're with passion, everybody. I do love you all, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye. Double slap! Zero Bart. Machamp ducked and rolled under the flames, then jumped forward and slapped Turtonator twice across the face. Go ordered Rockruff to use Tackle. The dog Pokemon run at the four-armed Pokemon and tackled it. Machamp grabbed Rockruff, spun around, and slammed the dog Pokemon into the ground. Rockruff, just be careful! Go ordered. Rockruff jumped to his feet and barked several times at Machamp. Machamp and Zero both laughed, and Zero ordered Machamp to use Focus Punch. Machamp's fist started glowing, and it ran at Rockruff. Go ran and jumped in the way. It held his arms out. He stood there with a look of determination as he was ready to defend his Rockruff. Then suddenly, Turtonator jumped in the way and turned around to face him, Machamp's Focus Punch hitting Turtonator's shell. Whoa, thanks, Turtonator, Go said with a shock. Then Turtonator spun around to face Machamp. Kawaii crossed his wrist, and the Z ring on his wrist started glowing, the Z move insignia flashing before him. "The zenith of my mind, body, and spirit," Kawaii called out as both him and Turtonator both moved in synchronicity. Then Kawaii ended his movements with a slam of the foot, and the energy rippled off of Kawaii and surged into Turtonator as they became one with each other. "Inferno! Overdrive!"